Hello and welcome to our first edition of Jordan's Beer Reviews, title to be decided. Today we have a very special brew for you. We have the Russian River Supplication, ale aged in peanut nor barrels with cherries. This is a barrel aged ale, and it's aged for 9 to 15 months. Wow. Supplication is a brown ale aged in used Pinot Noir barrels with sour cherries, Brettanomyces, and good bacteria, not the bad kind. This beer is a brown red color with hints of cherry, wine, and a medium sourness. Supplication is re-fermented in this bottle to create its fine carbonation. Spent yeast cells form a thin layer of sediment in the bottom of this bottle. Pour slowly, allowing the natural yeast sediment to remain in the bottle. Right on. So first off, the first thing I'm going to do is give it a nice sniff. Let's see what we got going here. We're getting a lot of cherry. I'm tasting that Pinot Noir in my nose. And yeah, I'm really curious what this is going to taste like. Are you guys curious? You can pick one of these up from a Russian River distributor. I'll give a link to where they provide their beers down below. I got this at Whole Foods. It was a whopping $14.99 for this one bottle of beer. I guess that's what you get for getting the barrel aged stuff. That's about ballpark. So right off the bat, you can really see that it's got that red tint. It's really beautiful. I mean, look at that. It's just amazing. All the time it took just to get that color. See if I can Google some more information about this beer here. Our ABV, alcohol by volume, is 7.75%. Availability is rotating. Brewed in California, United States. Notes of funk. Funk is tobacco, leather, and horse blanket. Finish is very dry. Pours reddish brown and slightly hazy. Smells and tastes amazing. Get it if you can find it. I found it. Yeah, it smells like you would take a Budweiser and pour that in a glass, and then you'd follow that up with some nice red wine from Trader Joe's. You pour that in your Budweiser, and then you want to let it ferment. You just put that in the fridge for a little bit, and you're going to come out with something like this. I think that's what Russian River does to their beer. You can see the bubbles are very fine. They're not like most bubbles. They're really small. Let's see if that'll focus. Oh, there we go. And they also recommend that you use a glass like the one I have. I guess I did it right. All right, so without further ado, let's give it a first taste. Wow, that is more sour than I expected, but it's not an immediate sour. You're kind of first hit with some more of the sort of just berry flavor. It's like immediate cherry taste, and then it just expands to this sourness. That's crazy. Whew. It's almost sour in a way that makes it kind of bitter. It's not just sour. It's like a mature sour. You know, it's not just one of your typical sours that tastes like lemonade or something. This is like, you know, your mama's sour. That is, wow. I'm impressed with the taste. I'll say that much. I'm not getting a lot of the booziness. It's not really noticeable, which is pretty nice since it's, relatively strong in the range of strongness. Not crazy strong, but it's, a decent 7.75, which is almost 8 if you round it up. Wow. I'm going to pour a little bit more to get some more of that head. I'll just finish the bottle. Just leave a little bit at the bottom because they said to on the bottle for that fermented yeast. Okay, so we got the head back. We're not getting a lot of head. Normally I like to get a lot of head, but this is not very much head. It's about, I'd say, 1/2 a finger of head. And you could call this a hazy. It's kind of not really see-through, so that's pretty hazy enough for me. Still smells like grapes and cherries, and not grapes, just cherries. But that Pinot Noir barrel smell is coming through pretty strong. So since I'm a little new to this stuff, I'm looking up the kind of yeast that they added to this beer. The first one they list is Brettanomyces. It's a non-spore forming genus of yeast in the family of Saccharomycetaceae and is often colloquially referred to as a Brett. The cellular morphology of the yeast can vary from ovoid to long sausage-shaped cells. The yeast is acidogenic, and when grown on glucose-rich media under aerobic conditions, produces large amounts of acetic acid. Brettanomyces is important to both the brewing and wine industries due to the sensory compounds it produces. Well, there you go. I've learned something. It also has this other thing, lactobacillus. Let's see what that is. Lactobacillus is a genus of gram-positive, facultative, anaerobic or microaerophilic rod-shaped non-spore forming bacteria. They are a major part of the lactic acid bacteria group. They convert sugars to lactic acid. In humans, they constitute a significant component of the microbiota as a number of body sites, such as the digestive system, urinary system, and genital system. In women of European ancestry, lactobacillus species are normally a major part of the vaginal microbiota. Lactobacillus forms biofilms in the vaginal and gut microbiota, allowing them to persist during harsh environmental conditions and maintain ample populations. Okay, I think I just learned a little bit too much about this beer. And then the third element they list is called Pediococcus. Pediococcus is a genus of gram-positive lactic acid bacteria placed within the family of Lactobacilliae. They usually occur in pairs of tetrads and divide along 2 planes of symmetry, as do the other lactic acid cocci generi, Aerococcus and Tetragenococcus. Okay, so to recap, this beer has Brettanomyces, Lactobacillus, and Pediococcus. Those are the 3 bacterias that we can find in this beer, and that's what I'm drinking right now. here's my judgment scale to review the beers by, which a beer can basically have one of 5 ratings: good, really good, okay, not okay, and milk. Without further ado, my rating for this beer is going to be really good. It's not good. It's not okay. And it's not okay. Certainly not milk. It's rare that I give a beer this rating. Really rare. But these guys knocked it out of the park. So congratulations to you, Russian River. And if you're in Russian River, make sure you stop by and maybe go whitewater rafting. Here it's pretty fun. You can go on the river and hang out, and then you can go to the brewery and have some beers. So yeah, I'm gonna keep drinking this. Make sure you watch the video till the end, and make sure you like the video, and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and make sure you hit that bell, and make sure you share on your social media, and make sure you have a good day, and make sure that you don't let your friends take advantage of you, and make sure that you have a strong personality in any situation. And that's what I recommend. Oh, you're still here?